I'm Beau Van Winkle, an apple and cherry grower here in the state of Washington. And we grow several different varieties of apples, galas, Fujis, pinatas, Honeycrisp, what else? Well, Pink Ladies. And this is my son Beau. He's third generation apple cherry grower and I'm second. But we live here in the state of Washington. Right now we're outside of Wenatchee. And these are gala apples right beside us here. And I grew up changing water, working as a kid in the orchards and worked pear harvest in those days, which is usually in August and whatnot, and between, and then Beau's kind of did the same thing. So I started full-time in the fruit business in 1974 after college and whatnot, and then became an owner in 1983. My two brothers and I purchased the farm from my father, who at that time decided to sell. And so we've carried on from there. Our oldest brother, we bought him out back in 1995, and my other brother and I carried on until he passed away about 3 years ago. So now it's still in the family, and we really enjoy what we do, and we enjoy the four seasons, from bloom time on, and watching the fruit grow and develop and trying to protect it, and it's a great way of life, and we appreciate it. There's really nothing else I wanted to do with my life, and
I grew up as a little kid riding around on my grandpa's lap through all the orchards pretty much daily, I remember. And then along with my dad through school and college, worked summers, and then came back now and have officially been working full-time on the farm for 14 years now, enjoying it. And it's always the lifestyle that I hoped would be there for me when I reach that age, not knowing there's a lot of hard times in farming, as everybody well knows, and it's a life that I love, and I love for my family to be a part of.
Everything keeps going up. Costs are what chemicals we use, fertilizers, taxes, you name it. It's fuel, machinery, everything we do is getting more costly. But there again, if we stay in business, that helps a lot of other people stay in business as well. We employ a lot of people. We have, on our farms, of course, my son Beau and his family provides a living for them. And also we have about 8 families that live on our farms. They live on the farm up north, and their kids have gone to school through our systems and school systems, and we like to think of ourselves as one big family. And one of our employees' sons just graduated from the University of Washington, and he was born on our farm and raised there, and so we know it's just every bit as important to those 8 families, plus the dozens and dozens of other people that we employ throughout the year. Our products create a lot of commerce throughout the chain. Most other businesses in our community are service oriented due to the people, the drying of the fruit here in this part of the world, and we pay taxes. It helps our school systems and employs many thousands of people throughout the state, and of course that packing warehouses, shipping, trucking, clear through the food chain, retailers. We export a lot of fruit around the world, and so it's a driving force for this community and our state of Washington. These gala apples we're estimating around the 18th or 20th of August they'll be ready. And today it's going to be warm here in Wenatchee, probably 92 degrees is predicted, and Anyway, we apply kaolin clay, which is a natural product, on the trees and the fruit. It's a reflective material. It's basically dirt and organic, if you will. And anyway, it keeps the orchard a little cooler and protects the fruit from sunburn. So many things that we cannot control. Being farmers, weather, Mother Nature being probably the hardest. But there's also, we're in the world markets, politics can play a role, tariffs, different things. So we like to buy insurance to give us some kind of if we have a bad year, it gives us a chance to keep farming and keep going forward. Without it, there's a good possibility that we would not still be farming. And so we believe it. We buy insurance hoping that we never have to use it. It's like any insurance, basically. But it is so important to our operations and everyone else involved in the fruit industry. It's expensive, but yet we feel it just needs to be a part of our operating budget every year. We did have a little hailstorm up north about a week ago. The hail was fairly soft, but we feel that we can work through that crop and thin off what we need to and so on. But we really dodged a bullet. If the temperature had been a little colder, we would have probably had some extensive damage. And usually under a scenario like that, we kind of fall into a mode of just if we can break things even, but not fall too far behind financially is very important. And it helps when we go in to get crop financing to have we may fall, but we're not going to fall as far if we have this crop insurance. It helps to have insurance to fall back on in case we really need it. You may fall financially, but hopefully not clear to the bottom if you get hit a trigger point at some point, and it'll help buoy you up through the bad years. And as I've mentioned, if we have a disaster, we've had many over the years: hailstorms, frosts, marketing problems, yes, sunburn, you name it, we've had it. And anyway, it really helps keep us in business on the worst of years. Again, you buy it hoping you don't have to use it, but we're thankful that it's there, and we really do need it to stay in business.
The bankers are more willing to loan us the money we need to grow our farms, knowing that we have that floor somewhat established over the programs that we're involved in through insurance.
Our agent Trudy has just been wonderful. We think of her as a friend when you go through these challenges, year in and year out. She's always been there. I can call, and she's going to respond as soon as she can. And she's been a real lifeline to our success, and the people that work for Trudy as well, Tina being one of them. It's been a wonderful group of people, and we appreciate it.